Hey anglers, it's Al, the Hitman Sims, with the Connecticut Fishing Recon Report, brought to you by blackopsfishing.com. Real undercover fishing. The first report comes to us from Connecticut Outfitters in Wethersfield, on the Connecticut River north of Hartford. Smallmouth bass are being taken in the Connecticut and Farmington rivers on Kitech baits with 1/4 to 3/8 jig heads tossed into the current and twitched. Smallies up to 4 pounds were reported this week. In the greater Hartford area, everyone's still looking for hickory shad. Last year, the Cove was producing them by the second week of August, but we still have not heard about any hickories this season. 17.5 pound carp from the Hockenham pulled out by Mikey this week in the middle of the day. And pike fishing around Hartford has been slow, likely due to the warm water and the low flow of the river. Salmon in Farmington rivers. Farmington River has plenty of trout to be caught. Deadly nymphing techniques as well as center pinning are landing some monsters this week at Church Pool. Worm dunkers also doing well in the holes at Satan's Kingdom. No reports from the Sammy. In the mouth and lower, bluefish are ruling the mouth of the Connecticut River. Crabbing is very strong in all the tribs to the sound. For the marine report, bonita have been caught around Block Island and Fishers. Albies beginning to show up in Rhode Island, so it won't be long till we see them in the sound. Snapper blue fishing is great right now. These baby blues are 5 to 6 inches, are great batter dipped and fried whole. No cleaning or scaling needed. Just dip, deep fry, and eat them up. The best sea bass reports coming from the outside of the sound. However, Pete reports some great fluke between Stratford and Fairfield with a limit of keepers and some sea bass in the mix. Stripers. Water temps easing just a bit and it seems to be helping the August lockjaw. Tube and worm trolling still producing with Pat landing a 50-pounder this week. The bluefish are really putting pressure on anyone looking to hook up into a striper. Eels, while a little hard to come by these days, are in high demand. The last batch of eels we received are truly snakes with some of the biggest weighing. They're great for rigging up eel skin plugs, just rigging and definitely tossing from shore. Remember anglers, stop by Connecticut Outfitters for all your fishing needs, friendly advice, kayak fishing, and to see the new canoe, a great, easy to use and stable fishing boat. And the next recon report comes at us from Fishing Factory 3 in Middletown. Andrew tells us that the last few weeks reports of bonita have dominated the local hardtail chatter, mostly around Race Rock, Watch, the backside of Fisher's Island, and Block Island. But in the last few days, the false albacore have showed up in all of these places as well. It's only a matter of time before the masses of albies invade the bait piles and push the bonita out. The backside of Fisher's has some scattered pods of albies. They have made a few appearances at Race Rock and Watch Hill as well. There's a good amount of albies and bonito at Block Island. Your best bet at getting a line tight at the island is to stake out the Coast Guard channel at first light. Unless Hurricane Isaac tosses some bait offshore, expect things to bust wide open in the next few days and remain wide open because there is a good load of small bait. Catch them up. Blue crabs and snappers. This is definitely a banner year for blue crabs. Andrew can't remember selling this many traps and hand lines. The mouth of the river has a healthy population. The Causeway, Dock and Dine, DEP Dock, and the State Boat Launch are all crabbing good to excellent. The back creeks like the Lieutenant River, North Cove, and Black Hall are all great as well. Snapper blues are also fishing good to excellent in the mouth of the Connecticut River. Porgy fishing. Porgy fishing remains pretty hot. Whether you're fishing from shore at Meggs Point, at Hammonasset, Rocky Neck, Harkness, Watch Hill, or any small rock pile in between, or fishing from a boat of hatchets, Bartletts, or hens and chickens, the porgy fishing is steady. This is the time of year when Andrew likes to target the humpback-sized scup to start filling the freezer with fillets. Andrew says to fish for them with small jigs such as halcos, deadly dicks, and crippled herring. You seem to catch more filletable fish on the jig. Just my 2 cents, says Andrew. Fluke fishing. It's not red hot locally by any means, but it has improved. There's some keeper fish in deep water off the old line. Black Point has a few as well. If you're gonna fish deep. Try depths of 80 foot plus in these areas. The Connecticut River produced a few legal fish this week as well. Block has been decent to excellent all season long and nothing has changed. Reports of some 9-pound plus fish came into the shop this week from the south side in depths of 90 feet or more. The bite not be as steady as at the island, but Andrew says he thinks it's worth the fuel. Striper fishing is the slowest it's been all year locally. There are some schoolies on top every once in a while when bluefish don't saw your bunker in half. A good striper is taken at the shoal or hatchets every once in a while as well. A little to the east, Black Point or Bartlett's have been a little bit better, but not much. First light or right after dark is your best bet at a good bass. On the other hand, there's no shortage of bluefish. There are some slammers being taken on chunks of bunker at the DEP dock and Saybrook Point. The race and the gut are automatic on the jig. If you want to chase them on top, try looking at Race Rock, where Andrew's hearing there is no shortage of blues on small bait. Next recon report comes at us from Fish Connection in Preston, Connecticut. Captain Jack Ballin tells us that bunker are scattered throughout the Thames River and stripers and blues are chasing them around. Jack says your best bet though for a bigger fish is to fish right around buoy 27. The reason being that the Thames is relatively shallow and the bigger fish seem to prefer the channels. Buoy 27 can be fished from shore or boat. Stop at the Fish Connection in Preston for more info. Jack says he's doing very well with his Fish Connection charters. He has seen the arrival of bonita and false albies, but he's concentrating on light spinning and fly fishing for stripers to give his clients plenty of awesome action. And our last recon report comes to us from our very own Black Ops Mafia. Fish Sean has had a banner week. He won the second place at the Connecticut Riverside Catfish Tournament for $150. He slammed bass for the last 2 weeks, including smallmouths to 4 pounds. Here's some highlights of his adventures.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a big boy. He's got a big head.
And his fish is 10 pounds. Congratulations. Congratulations. If you want to turn around so everybody can see the winner.
This has been Al the Hitman Sims from BlackOpsFishing.com. Real undercover fishing. Until next week, keep up my bass.